live here at Jacket Stadium for week 2 of high school football in the state of Missouri. I'm Alex Boyer, and alongside me is Michael Flanders. Mike, it's been a long time since last Friday. It feels like it felt like the week went by. It's pretty slow.
It did, and I'm super pumped to get out here. A little bit of sun in our face. 77 degrees at kickoff against the Hillcrest Hornets from Springfield.
Going to be a fun one. Obviously, a 7 o'clock normal kickoff tonight after the 8 o'clock delayed kickoff last week due to the heat. But nonetheless, your 1-0 Lebanon Yellow Jackets taking on the 0-1 Hillcrest Hornets. And let's go ahead and just talk a little bit, Mike, about what Hillcrest has to offer. I know that they didn't play their best last week, but every week's a new season in high school football.
You know, we'll see tonight how good that the Kickapoo team is that beat them 63-0. Got a first-year coach in Keenan Gans. It's 11 years coaching experience, 6 of those at a college level, but he is a first-year coach he came from Republic, and they do return 9 starters on defense. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how they handle the Yellow Jacket running attack, and I'm looking forward to seeing again another team that is touting 3 good running backs like we had last week, and let's test the Lebanon defense and see how we do.
Want to thank all of those at home that are watching tonight's stream, and want to thank our primary sponsors, Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, Mercy Hospital Lebanon, Shadle's Colonial Chapel, Jonesy's Travel Center, and of course Missouri Cooperage. Wouldn't be able to do this without them. And you're listening to Jacket Nation Sports Network on YouTube, and we were able to catch up a little bit with head coach Will Christian for tonight's game to see what he had to say about last week's performance and tonight's upcoming game against the Hillcrest Hornets, and was able to catch up with Hoyt Honey as well, the Missouri Cooperage Week 1 Player of the Week. So we're going to take you guys to those interviews. Hope you enjoy them, and we'll be back right after this. Lebanon head football coach Will Christian joins us on the pregame show. Coach, well, you've been back to a normal practice schedule this week. How nice has that been for your team to kind of get back to some normalcy and to be able to practice after school instead of waiting until 8 with the weather?
It's been really good. You know, I think it gave our kids an opportunity to, have their day done at a decent hour so they could, move on and do different things. Same thing for our coaching staff. Hopefully get to bed a little earlier and get a little bit more sleep as well. And so, that's been great. And the weather's been great, too, to be honest with you. I mean, we've had some days that have been really nice. So it's been a great week, and a week where we need to make some drastic improvements. There's always a good improvement from week 1 to 2. And so we've been working really hard to try to get that done.
Yeah, and then, I kind of came away from last week. Your offense obviously gets the recognition every week that they deserve, but I came away from week 1 kind of impressed by that defense and, the athletes that you have all over the field that's going to help out that side of the ball this fall.
Really excited about us defensively. I think we can be very multiple. I think as the year goes on, we'll have even a better understanding schematically and be able to do even more. You're absolutely right, athletically, both with our front, our linebacking core, and our back half. Good athletes, run to the football, physical, and so those are all attributes to play great defense. And so we just got to continue to get better at tackling. I talked a little bit about in some other shows that early in the year, tackling is always perhaps a little behind. In this current day and age of football, we got to keep athletes healthy. There's rules on how much we can hit. And so honestly, we don't do a ton of live tackling just to, make sure that we stay healthy and that we adhere to the rules. And so those games are really important to help us develop the tackling, and so I think as the year goes on, we'll do a better and better job in that area.
And obviously, you'll face another first-year head coach tonight, Keenan Gans. What were some of the takeaways that you saw on that film in Week 1? I know it was kind of a game where they didn't play the best to their abilities, but what did you take away watching Hillcrest last week?
Well, I think that they're sound. I know that Coach Gans has a good pedigree. He was an offensive coordinator at Morningside College. He worked for Coach Cornelison at Republic for several years, and that's an outstanding program that does things the right way. And so, I think he brings a lot of experience, even though he hasn't been a head coach. And so I think he's doing the right things. I think that he's organized and has the program going in the right direction. But as Lebanon fans can contest to, things don't happen overnight. And so, he is in the foundational stages right now of developing a program. And so, that's kind of where they're at. But, for us, it's really less about them or him or any of the other factors, and more about us and how we play and how we execute and our approach. One of the things that, I've been on our team about this week is, are we arrogant or are we humble? Arrogant football teams get complacent and lazy and think they've arrived and typically begin to decline. And humble football teams, humble people in general, typically know that they've got to get better, and they work to do so. And that's what we need to be if we want to achieve some of the goals that we have set for this year.
Yeah, no doubt. And then, of course, one of the players that I wanted to talk to you about was that a lot of fans might not know yet, but kind of made a name for himself week one, was Abe Allen. A slot back and cornerback for you guys, going both ways. What Joining me now is the Missouri Cooperage Week 1 Player of the Week, Hoyt Honey, a senior wide receiver for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets and also stars as a safety for the defense as well. Hoyt, a solid performance for you and your team last Friday night. How did you feel about the game against Parkview?
Thank you for having me. It went really good. I thought we played good, but I think we all thought we had a lot to work on.
Definitely, and that's always the case after a week 1 game. I think teams always try to build, and week 2 is kind of the test to see how well you put it together in practice. So, but for you individually, a key interception, it was called back. You ran it back to the house for a touchdown, but was called back for a penalty. A nice catch in the end zone that was also called back due to holding, but nonetheless a 2-point conversion reception for you, and then also a catch for about 12 or 13 yards. So even though those 2 big plays got called back for you, how did you feel like you played individually?
I felt like I played all right. I went back and watched film. I have a lot to work on, and I can improve big time.
Well, being a wide receiver in an offense like this, it takes a true team player, because you're not throwing it every down like the likes of Camdenton or Glendale. But how crucial is it for you to be bought in to your role as a blocker, and then when the time comes for a pass, be ready to do your job and haul that in?
I'm just out there to do my job. I just play for the team, and if they want me to block, I'll block for Gavin Smith, Jax Glendenning, Drew Bowling any day, and they want me to go for a route, I'll go for a route.
What improvements did you make to your game this offseason from last season? I know that you guys, this senior class, took on a big leadership role Drew Bowling, Griffin Jones, Gavin Smith, those guys, Gunnar Williams are big leaders for your team. But, what did you guys do in the offseason to make those adjustments and to be ready for this fall?
Yeah, me, Gav, Griff, Gunnar, Drew, we all worked all offseason, got stronger, got faster, and just worked as a team and inspired each other to be leaders. And
no doubt. And then I know you've been dealing with a little bit of a hip issue this week. I've been around at practice, but how long has that been going on, and is that going to limit your performance at all in the field, or will you be playing tonight?
Yeah, it started at the beginning of the week, but it shouldn't bother me now. And I'll be on the field tonight, and I'll be out there playing.
All right, Hoyt. Well, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on the Missouri Cooperage Week 1 Player of the Week, and good luck tonight against Hillcrest.
Thank you for having me.
Tonight's game, attack judge Braxton Earl, line judge Captain Earl, the linesman Danny Durkee, the umpire Mike Means, and the referee tonight is Randy.
Want to thank Hoyt Honey for joining us on the Jacket Nation pregame show as the Missouri Cooperage Week 1 Player of the Week after the Yellow Jackets defeated the Parkview Vikings 56-0. We're about to hear from the LHS Marching Band as they're about to perform the nation's colors, and we'll cut down to the field here in just a few minutes. You're listening to Jacket Nation Sports Network on YouTube.
At right guard, number 77, Danny Conrad. At right tackle, number 73, Stephen Drummond. The slot backs, number 3, Aiden Allen. And number 14, Drew Bowling. At fullback, number 36, Jack Swinley. The tight end, number 44, Henry Williams, and number 7, Nick Allen. And the wide receivers, number 1, Hoyt Honey, and number 8, Ken Roy. During halftime tonight, we will have presentation from the LHS 3C dancers, the LHS Marching Yellow Jackets, and a special Lebanon Football Hall of Fame ceremony. Don't forget to stop by the concession stand tonight. Play cold drinks, warm food, snacks for you for the night's game. And don't forget to stop by the Bud Shack to get all of the latest Yellow Jacket Budswear gear.
We have a rest.
Fans at this time, if you'll please rise and remove your caps as we honor America tonight with the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Lebanon High School Marching Yellow Jackets under direction of Aaron Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Just about 15 minutes away from kickoff. We're live here at Jacket Stadium for week 2 as the Lebanon Yellow Jackets get ready to face the Hillcrest Hornets. Mike, obviously last week Lebanon just absolutely dominant on the ground. I think 423 total yards of offense, but you alluded to it earlier on the pregame show that you were pretty impressed with that defensive performance as well.
Yeah, they did a great job. Obviously had some younger guys come in and get some play, but we heard about this 6'8" target that I'm not saying he wasn't a non-factor, but our guys did a great job of covering him. You know, obviously there's a challenge when you don't even know who their starting quarterback is going to be, even on the pregame stuff, that we see from weeks back. They didn't even know which quarterback was going to be. So this year, tonight, we've got a quarterback that played last year that contributed for them for Hillcrest last year, and again, looking forward to seeing our defense tonight. We know the offense is going to show up to play, but I love watching these defense go to work.
Yeah, especially you also talked about it on the pregame show, but the ability for the depth to be able to come in and preserve that shutout says a lot about the young talent on this Lebanon football team.
Yeah, obviously we do have like last week we had 6 guys going both ways, and I think that's probably the same tonight. But you got to get those guys a break, especially as you go deeper into the season and playing Class 5 football, and even I think probably see some Class 6 teams in the conference down the road. And you definitely need to get some of those guys a break on special teams, and games like last week, we get some good footage on those young guys that will be stepping in next year, and even some this year.
Yeah, and obviously another loaded week in the Ozark Conference. Every week is filled with impactful games, and tonight the Kickapoo Chiefs, probably the game of the week. Kickapoo Chiefs going down to Camden County to face the Lakers after Camden pulled off a nice win against the Rolla Bulldogs in their Week 1 performance. So the winner of that will probably see the majority of the headlines this week in the Ozark Conference. They'll catch everybody's attention, and the focus will be on them.
Yeah, Camdenton had to put a little bit more work in the second half to separate themselves from Rolla. And so, it's only week 2. We'll see what some of these teams have to offer, with these new coaches. You never know what you're getting into with half the conference having new coaches.
Yeah, and one of the schools with the new coach will be Glendale, as Mike Mock resigns as the head coach of the Falcons just 2 weeks before the start of the regular season. Obviously, the Falcons have been in the headlines with trying to figure out who their quarterback is going to be this fall, but they travel to Howell County to take on the West Plains Scissors, a not so fun bus ride for the Falcons, if I had to guess, but that will be an interesting game as well.
From what I understand, they are not really changing their offense up from what they've done in the past, and so Glendale's going to do what Glendale does, and in a lot of ways, everybody makes major adjustments for them, and I'm sure West Plains has a game plan ready for them tonight, just like every other team does on Friday night, Alex. These guys put a lot of time in. These kids watch a lot of tape during the week, and here we are, Alex. It's time for some football on Friday nights.
Yeah, other games in the conference include Rolla at Bolivar and Parkview at Waynesville, so we'll be able to be sure to keep you guys up to date on those scores as they start to come in. Our production crew here will provide us with those scores, and as Hillcrest gets ready to take the field, we'll take a commercial break here on YouTube, but you're listening to Jacket Nation Sports, and here's a word from some of our sponsors.
At Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, we are committed to our neighbors. Your local dollars are invested in our local communities. With local lenders and local decisions, because at Heritage Bank, we are neighbors serving neighbors.
Losing a loved one is painful, but at Shadle's Colonial Chapel, we make the hard times a little easier to bear. With affordable funeral and cremation services, we offer 2 spacious chapels, a full-service banquet area for families to gather, plus the latest technology for honoring your loved one. Our website has everything you need, from pre-arrangements to flowers, even a place to reminisce. Let us help you remember your loved one. Shadle's Colonial Funeral Chapel, the area's most often selected funeral service.
It's a beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute.
Not to mention, there's apparently a nasty virus sweeping through the locker room.
Yeah, but these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Every day, Mercy's team is ready to take care of yours, bringing you the care you need now. Find out all the ways to access Mercy at mercynow.net.
And rent is due every day.
The harder you work, the harder it is to lose.
Success, nothing less.
Win the day.
Shine bright on senior night.
Bring the heat.
Team is everything.
Leave it all on the field.
Let's roll!
Missouri Cooperage proudly supports the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
Jonesy's Travel Center is located at 2031 West Elm Street in Lebanon. Be sure to be on the lookout for the upcoming Jacket ID promotion that allows student drivers and Lebanon R3 school faculty members to receive a handful of discounts. Jonesy's wishes the Yellow Jackets good luck this year.
The team, the team, the team. That is why we are all here tonight. Think of the great moments of excitement and exhilaration that come from a team. But for a team to bring you those moments, everything matters. Every early morning workout matters. Every rep matters. Every block, every tackle, every inch matters. And the only thing that doesn't matter, the individual. Moments are created and shared collectively. Herb Brooks said it best to his 1980 USA hockey team. Gentlemen, the name on the front of the jersey is a whole lot more important than the name on the back. Think of that moment. No one remembers the names, but everyone remembers the moment. They remember the clock ticking down, USA echoing around the rink, and the final buzzer, victory. The team brings us those moments, and that is why you are here tonight. Tonight, you are searching for that moment, and your role in that moment matters. Every cheer executed, every note played, every third down where you're standing on your feet screaming until your lungs bleed matters. So Jacket Nation, get on your feet. Another step up the mountain takes place tonight. Your moment is waiting for you. Jacket football is here.
Just under 6 minutes until kickoff here. I'm Alex Boyer, alongside me, Mike Flanders in the booth. Let's go ahead and meet tonight's starting lineup for both the Hillcrest offense and the Lebanon offense. For the Hornets, the junior Ethan Weaver will do the signal calling, with Jordan Tyndall, another junior in the backfield. He'll wear number 8. Jude Cochran, number 13, will line up at the outside wide receiver with Gage Sisco and Jay Carazales as the other wideouts for the Hornets. At left tackle for the Hornets, Zach Gookin, the junior. Left guard, Herschel Wapp, the sophomore. Andrew Neer, the junior. At center, right guard, Hayden Branch. And at right tackle will be Kane Miller. For the Lebanon offense, left tackle, Thomas Howe, the senior, will do the blindside protection of Gavin Smith with Cameron Myers. At left guard, Caden Crabtree. At center, Danon Conrad, the second-team All-Stater from a year ago. At right guard, Dathan Durbin at right tackle. Jax Glendenning at fullback with Drew Bowling and Abe Allen at the slot back position. Hoyt Honey and Cannon Roark at wide receiver. Gunnar Williams and Nick Allen will be splitting the tight end duties, and senior Gavin Smith, the captain for the Yellow Jackets, will do the signal calling for Brian Summers' offense. For the Lebanon defense, Gunnar Williams, Mason Hendricks, Nick Allen will man the defensive line with Jax Glendenning, Avery Starnes, Gavin Smith, and Griffin Jones at linebacker. In the secondary, Hoyt Honey, Weston McKinney, Abe Allen, and Cannon Roark and Drew Bowling will man the secondary for the Yellow Jackets. And as we move over to the Hillcrest defense now, Miles Atterbury at defensive line, Trey White at defensive line, Javon Bowl will start at the other defensive end position. At linebacker, Mikey Lee, Winston Grimes, Aiden Myers, and Jude Cochran. And the secondary for the Hornets will be Ethan Weaver, Jordan Tyndall, Jay Carazales, and Chris Brandenburg. So those are your starting lineups for tonight. As we get set for the coin toss here, we will come live to you guys just before kickoff. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports on YouTube.
Number 25, Sam Henson. Number 25, J.C. Wells. Number 17, Griffin Jones. And number 2, Gavin Smith.
We're back here on Jacket Nation Sports YouTube page. I want to thank all the viewers at home tuning in to the game tonight. I want to thank our primary sponsors again tonight: Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, Mercy Hospital Lebanon, Jonesy's Travel Center, Missouri Cooperage, and of course our newest primary sponsor, Shadles Colonial Chapel. So I appreciate all those businesses jumping on board and wanting to be a part of this. For the Yellow Jackets tonight, the captains, J.C. Wells, number 25, Griffin Jones, number 17, Sam Henson, number 75, and Gavin Smith, number 2, as they get things situated at midfield. In Lebanon, a 56-0 win last week against the Parkview Vikings, and Hillcrest coming off a 63-0 loss against the Kickapoo Chiefs. So be interesting to see how things pan out tonight and what all the Yellow Jackets will show on offense and defense. Mike, as we get set to kick off here, and this has been one of the longest coin tosses I can remember.
I don't know if he's got different languages he's got to translate out there, or he's explaining deep into the rule book, but Lebanon has won the toss and they will defer. It looks like Lebanon will be kicking off north, Alex.
There you go. I'm starting to learn. But so we'll see the Lebanon defense out there first, and we will have Ozark Conference football to you in just a few moments. Lebanon Hillcrest coming up next on Jacket Nation Sports on YouTube.
Jacket Nation, are you ready?
Rhett Rhodes gets set to get us underway here at Jacket Stadium as we're almost ready for week 2 of high school football. Back deep for the Hornets will be Gage Sisko and Jamarian Roll. As Rhodes tees it up and takes his steps. Rhodes sends it deep, and we are underway here from Laclede County and Jacket Stadium as Sisko takes it off a bounce and gets out of bounds at about the 24-yard line where Hillcrest will start their first offensive possession of the night. Sun in our eyes here as the Jackets defense take the field. We mentioned the Lebanon starting defense earlier, but we'll run through it again as Hillcrest gets ready to start. Gunnar Williams, the nose tackle, Mason Hendricks and Nick Allen at the defensive end positions, Jax Glendenning and Avery Starnes at the inside linebacker spots, Gavin Smith and Griffin Jones at outside linebacker, Hoyt Honey and Drew Bowling will man the safety spots with Abe Allen and Kenan Roark on the corners. So that's the Lebanon defense, who I think they only gave up about 2 yards per rush last week to Parkview Mike, so a team with high expectations on both sides of the ball really showing out there in week 1.
Yeah, for sure. Hillcrest comes on and twins left, a couple backs in there, and a pistol formation.
Ethan Weaver throws it to his left side, and that's incomplete as the ball hits the ground. The intended receiver there was Gage Sisko, 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line.
Shadows are getting a little bit long. That probably was a little bit hard for Sisko to see. He's kind of in the midst of the sun looking towards the quarterback. It'll be 2nd and 10.
The 6'4 senior Mike, a really standout basketball player for the Hornets too, so be interesting to see how the Yellow Jackets handle him in the secondary. As Weaver takes the snap and throws it out wide, number 21 Jay Carrizales will move up the field just a few yards and be tackled by Hoyt Honey and Kenan Roark. Honey, our Missouri Cooperage week 1 player of the game, so off to a strong start there as him and Roark made the play on the left sideline.
Yep, number 40, Aiden Myers there, tight end, a little bit of flexed out, a little bit of motion, and had a great block on the tunnel screen, Alex. Nice job.
From the left hash now, Hillcrest will look to try to move the chains here on a 3rd and 7 as Weaver takes the snap and backs up, and Griffin Jones from his blind side stripped the ball away from Weaver, and the ball's on the ground, and I don't know who came up with it, but Griffin Jones absolutely untouched off that right side, and Weaver had no chance of seeing him, but I think the Hornets fell on top of it, and that'll be 4th down. But Mike, we've talked about Griffin Jones in the pregame show. We talked about him last week, and he is an athlete that makes plays nonstop for the Yellow Jackets.
Very fortunate for Hillcrest there that it's not first and 10 from the 20 for Yellow Jackets. They are in punt formation, but outstanding play there by the outside end. I guess he's playing tonight, Alex.
Yeah, Griffin Jones, a long-time starter for the Lebanon defense, as Hillcrest punts it away with Kenan Roark back deep for the Yellow Jackets, and he'll let it take a Hornets bounce, and we'll see Gavin Smith in the offense take over from about the 32-yard line, and we'll take a quick break here and be right back after this commercial break.
Pillar Insurance is your locally owned, independent insurance agency, providing business, personal, and farm insurance to the Lebanon community. Call Jason Russell or Gary McClure at 417-532-6050 for your insurance needs. Pillar wishes Lebanon football good luck this season.
1st and 10 for Lebanon from the 33-yard line, and Smith takes the handoff, or Smith takes the snap and hands it off to Bowling down the left sideline. He breaks the tackle and is shoved out of bounds after a gain of about 12 there, or 13, and we'll call it a Farm Bureau first down. So our first Farm Bureau first down of the night. Nice run there by Bowling to get it and go.
Yeah, it was that little quick hitter. Some might call it a counter, some might call it a reverse, and Bowling has matched his amount of runs that he had last week. He only had 1 run, but start off giving the young man the ball.
About the 47 now, Smith will hard count and get the Hornets to jump offside. So that's usually how Lebanon likes to start the game, Mike. They like the hard count, but waited till the second play there, and it worked again for another week, and a free 5 yards for the Lebanon offense.
You know, they like to do that because they want to see what the defense is doing, see if there's anybody jumping around, looking at some stunts, if linebackers are coming, or, you know, if somebody coming from a safety or the side. Definitely is advantageous, and you got 1st and 5 for the Yellow Jackets.
They'll cross over into Hillcrest territory now as Smith lines up under center and calls Allen in motion. Now Smith drops back to pass.
Oh my.
Has a man wide open down the field, and it's Roark who makes the reception. The senior, Kenan Roark.
They're calling it incomplete, Alex.
Yeah, it looks like Roark had it, and then when he went down to the ground, nice play there by the Hillcrest defender to make the play and knock the ball loose. I thought it might have been a fumble as Kenan tried to jump back on it, but
we do have a flag, Alex, at the line of scrimmage, so probably a chance there might have been some holding or something. Gavin Smith definitely put some air underneath it, and he had to come back and get it, make an adjustment as the call is holding on Lebanon, so it's all for naught, as it will be now 1st and 15.
So Lebanon gets a free 5 yards and then backs themselves up 10. They did a nice job, Mike, of staying out of trouble last week with the penalties, but an early one here cost them 10 yards.
I like the dial-up, though. A little aggressive by Coach Summer there.
Yeah, second play from scrimmage to try to throw the ball, and now Smith will have another hard count, and the Hornets jump off sides again. So we're right back to where we started.
Lebanon quarterbacks and that slot back are definitely efficient at that, trying to get those guys to jump off sides. It does have a dual purpose there to pick up 5 yards also, as it's 1st and 10 from the 48.
Smith breaks the huddle and comes to the line of scrimmage. He'll call Abe Allen in motion now, and Allen will take the pitch to the right side, gets a nice block, and has some room across the 40 to the 30, and gets thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, late flag too, Alex. You got hit out of bounds there, so we'll get some extra yards from the 30.
Nice job there by Lebanon High School boys golf coach Trey Overstreet to kind of break Allen's fall as he got shoved out of bounds late in the right sideline. But Mike, we didn't really talk about the Lebanon offensive line last week, but they, the 420 yards of total offense doesn't happen without those guys up front.
For sure, you got a returning All-Stater that's kind of anchoring everything, and I like the mixing it up a little. Yellow Jackets, you got 3 different guys touching the ball the first 3 plays.
And late hit out of bounds against the Hornets will be the call, so Lebanon will get to march forward 15 more yards as they have to kind of sprint up there to the ball at about the 20-yard line, and that's good for another Farm Bureau first down.
Got a lot of space over there on the other side, Alex.
Might see a toss here to Bowling, but now.
Well, that's that counter. We did not do that last week.
The counter to Allen on the right sideline, and he goes untouched into the end zone, and Lebanon gets on the board first here on Friday night as Abe Allen from 20 yards out gets the Yellow Jackets on the board, and a quick start again for Lebanon for the second straight week. Lebanon marched down the field in just a few plays and was able to move the ball at will against Hillcrest as Rhett Rhodes gets ready to kick the first extra point of the game.
I was calling for that last week, Alex, and we just didn't get to it, but it sure does effective job tonight as Lebanon scores with 10 minutes and 4 seconds left on the clock.
Now the snap a little high to Bowling, and a flag blows the play dead, and it looks like it'll be false start against Lebanon. So Lebanon will back it up 5 yards, and Rhodes, who was a standout kicker as a freshman, will try just a little bit of a longer field goal. Caden Crabtree will do the snapping, and Drew Bowling will do the holding for Lebanon as Rhodes takes his steps to his left now and gets ready for this extra point. Snap to Bowling, and the kick from Rhodes is down the middle and good as it enters into the LHS marching band. And Lebanon takes a 7-0 lead with 10:04 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, my name is Roger. I'm the middle school pastor over here at FBC Lebanon. Are you looking for an environment for your middle schooler or high schooler that is both engaging and fun? At Team FBC students, we offer an experience for 6th through 12th grade that is sure to be the highlight of their week. With 2 separate environments for both middle school and high school, students are able to receive a Jesus-centered message that is specifically catered to where they are at in life. So again, we are Team FBC. We're located at 311 North Madison in Lebanon. We're the church with the castle. Our services begin every single Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and include music from our student-led band, fun games and activities, and a gospel message. We can't wait to see you this week at Wednesday night at Team FBC Students.
(7-0) Lebanon after an A-Ball 20-yard touchdown. And Rhodes will be set to kick off to the Hillcrest beatback Gage Sisco and Jamarian Roll as Roll catches it on the right sideline and moves up the right side and has a few yards to gain, and nice job there from Roll to tightrope that sideline and get out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So nice return there from Hillcrest, and they'll look to do a little bit better on their second drive after the first drive ended on a punt, but the third down fumble really cost the Hornets their last possession.
Got to give Coach Summer some credit there with mixing it up. You know, everybody thinks they're going to get a steady dose of Jackson. He didn't even touch the ball that one, Alex. I like the mix-up. Now let's see if the defense can come back out and take care of business.
Weaver in the pistol for the Hornets as the ball sits at the 36-yard line on the right hash. Snap to Weaver, and he hands off to his running back Jordan Tyndall, the junior, 6'1", 177-foot-pound running back. Gets about a gain of 1 there and is met at the line of scrimmage by a handful of Yellow Jackets. Looked like that was Gavin Smith and Mason Hendricks on the stop for Lebanon. Mike, last week the Yellow Jackets had a chance for about 3 or 4 extra possessions, but just weren't able to come on top of those fumbles. And the first fumble against Hillcrest tonight, Lebanon not able to get on it, but hopefully those 50-50 balls will start going our way.
You know, the old defensive end, the ball snapped, nobody touches him. He gets the big eyes and puts a nice hit on the quarterback. Everybody celebrates a nice hit, but we got to finish the play. Great job by the offense to jump on the ball there, because it could have been a way different turnout there. We got 2nd and 10 here.
After almost an illegal shift play there by the Hornets, Lebanon declines the penalty to make it 2nd and 10 with just under 9 minutes remaining. Hand off to Tyndall again, and he's met by Glendenning and Jones as they come together to stop from him after about a 1-yard gain. So another 3rd down and 9 looming for the Hornets.
You know, Jax gets a lot of credit on the offense, but man, as the middle linebacker there, he was shot out of a cannon there on defense, straight off the left side for the first tackle, and then there was about 5 friends following him, Alex.
We talked about the swarm tackling by the Lebanon defense and showing so far again, as I'm excited to see Nick Allen, Mason Hendricks, and Gunnar Williams get after the quarterback here on a big 3rd down play. 3rd and 9. Weaver in the shotgun takes a snap and drops back in a quick out route to number 13, Jude Cochran there. And did he get enough for the first down?
Looks like he's going to be about a yard short.
A yard short, so I assume we'll see Keenan Gans go for this here as a 4th and 1 with about...
Probably a little bit less than a yard to go, it looks like.
Almost inches.
Yeah. Doesn't look like they're bringing the punt team in as you predicted, Alex.
I'd watch the ball here if I was Lebanon. I'm sure Mark Whitaker on the sidelines, along with the rest of the Lebanon coaching staff, was telling them the same thing, as we might see a hard count here, and then we'll see what the Hornets have. And sure enough, the Hornets tried to get the Yellow Jackets to jump off sides, but Gavin Smith did not cross the line of scrimmage. Now Weaver will go to his armband.
Got a timeout.
And Gans will have to burn his first timeout of the quarter.
What do you think, Alex? Bring out the punt team now?
Well, if I'm Gans, I'm going for it here, but that's just me liking to be aggressive early in the game and trying to set a tone. You're 0-1. You might as well just keep trying, and we'll see what Gans decides to do here on early 4th and 1. I don't know. He might punt it away, but if I was Gans, I'd go for it.
No, Gavin is probably grateful. As many of offsides as we gotten on those, probably the film room Monday, he probably would have had some yucks while they're watching some tape, making fun of of our quarterback reaping what he's sown.
So Yellow Jackets break the timeout huddle, and Hillcrest trying to see what Lebanon's in as they come out. And looks like Weaver will still be in the backfield, so maybe a quick kick here from Hillcrest or a fourth down play. We'll see.
Well, and you also have the kind of the quick kick thing too. If they come out in a tight formation, you might want to look at that. A little bit of trickeration here. It's going to be a quick snap.
Cisco and Carazales come out.
And they're going to get a penalty on that, Alex. The 2 or 3 linemen jumped, so it's going to be 4th and 6. I'd say the punt team comes out now.
Too much window shopping there by the Hillcrest Hornets. And on the 4th and 1, they jump early, and it'll be 4th and 6 now as they back him back to the Hillcrest 40-yard line, and we'll see the Hillcrest punt team led by Austin Miller, who will do the punting duties, and I believe that's Cannon Roark back deep for the Yellow Jackets with just about 8 minutes to play. Almost a blocked punt there for Lebanon. They went all out trying to get the block, and nice punt there by Miller. Takes another Hillcrest bounce, and Lebanon will have to go 82 yards to score a touchdown. 8:01 remaining. Lebanon up 7-0 on Hillcrest. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports on YouTube.
This is Steve with Night Auction Service. When things change in life, you have a choice: adapt or get passed by. For Night Auction, that change was going to online auctions. Bid from the convenience of your chair. Marketing is no longer to a couple of counties. It's now nationwide. Crowds are up threefold, equaling better results. Whether buying or selling, check out nightauctionservice.com.
I think the ball was hit the ground there, Alex, on the snap.
Smith dropped the ball but was able to get back on top of it. I think that was actually Glendenning that recovered it, but his helmet came off, so he'll have to come off the field for a play, and Avery Starnes will replace him for a down. About a 3-yard loss there for Lebanon on their opening play of the game, and Brian Summer not happy on the sideline. A guy that demands perfection from his players, and I mean, it pays off whenever you're a top 10 rushing team in the state in Missouri high school football history. As 2nd and 13 now, and another.
It looks like a delay, Alex, as the play clock is down, so getting Jacks off the field hurt us a bit, getting the sub in there as Lebanon will dig a little bit of hole on 2nd down.
Brian Summer was trying to plead with the ref to reset the game clock or the play clock, but to no avail as Lebanon will take another 5 yards back.
Just more of a chance for the offense to get a few more yards, Alex.
2nd down and 18. Smith under center. Calls Allen in motion, and it's another fumble on the ground as Allen gets on that one, thankfully, but a missed pitch there from Gavin Smith hits the ground, and Abe Allen on top of it for the Yellow Jackets. So Lebanon a little sloppy here, Mike, on the 2nd possession, something we didn't really see last week from this offense.
Yeah, you never know those in-game jitters. You definitely get a lot of reps all week, but sometimes you just something doesn't work. So you got to think the quarterback mishandled the snap. So there's a little tension there in his mind, and we'll see what happens here. 3rd and a long way to go.
23, and Lebanon's got to get to the Hillcrest 33-yard line as they hand off to Glendenning up the middle, gets about 4 yards there, and Lebanon will send out the punting team, I think, for maybe the first time all season. So
yeah, Weston McKinney, the sophomore, will come out and punt. You got Roark on the long snap, right, Alex?
Yes. Roark does the long snapping on the punts, and Caden Crabtree does the long snapping on the field goals and PATs. So Roark, a smaller long snapper, 5'9", 145 pounds, but at least Mike, whenever he's able to snap it, he's going to get down the field quick and have good coverage as the snap to McKinney is there, and McKinney looks like he miskicked it there, and a nice return there from number 17, Jamarian Roll for the Hornets.
It did go off the side of his foot. Looks like they're going to get the ball on about the 26-yard line. Great field possession for Hillcrest. Weston's first punt of the year. Maybe a little nerves going on for the sophomore. And this offense, Alex, we're pretty fortunate not to have to punt a lot.
Yeah, and Hillcrest will only have about 26 yards to go to score, so we'll see if the Lebanon defense can hold that shutout that they've had all season long as Ethan Weaver and the Hornets get set to take the field, and now a delay in the game as a mandatory water break is the call here. So you're watching Jacket Nation Sports on Network. We'll be right back after this.
Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, we are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. We continually strive to exceed expectations by ensuring that each client receives the very best service. Call today at 417-532-6239 and go Jackets! Do you like comic books, toys, video games, and collectibles? Massey's Comics has what you need. The locally owned comic shop has a wide variety of new and vintage collectibles, with new books coming out every Wednesday. Massey's Comics is located at 727 South Jefferson Avenue in the Keene Cash Savers Shopping Center. For more information, check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Massey's Comics.
1st and 10 for the Hornets after the missed punt there by Lebanon, and Weaver throws that tunnel screen to number 13, Jude Cochran, but almost throws it to Lebanon as the throw is a little wide there, but nice response so far by the Lebanon defense.
Yeah, they definitely bounced back. Got some work to do, the offense. And the special teams put them in a tough spot, but I'm looking forward to seeing them step up a little bit.
The Hillcrest offensive line, Zach Gookin, Herschel Wapp, Kane Miller, Andrew Neer, and Hayden Branch. No seniors, Mike, on the Hillcrest offensive line, so a young group that Keenan Gans will look to develop over the next few years as Weaver takes a 2nd and 10 snap and is flushed out of the pocket there as Mason Hendricks and Avery Starnes almost got to the quarterback there, but Weaver's able to escape the pocket and get forward for about 1 yard.
You did mention the line there. They've got some big boys up there, Alex. They got some size, some beef. They do like to mix the run in with the pass quite a bit. But fortunately tonight, they're sticking with the pass.
6'4", 290, 6'3", 321, 6'2", 245. So definitely some size up there for the Hornets. As now a 3rd and 9 looms for Hillcrest from the Lebanon 25-yard line. Weaver fakes the handoff and finds number 40, Aiden Myers, on the screen pass. Nice design there by Gans as the play-action pass from Weaver fooled the Lebanon defense, and he was able to find a wide-open Aiden Myers on the screen. And looks like he got about 8 yards there and will be just a yard short for a 4th and 1.
Young man.
Now Gans is definitely going to go for this one. So no doubt about what you got to do here if you're a new first-year coach. Play clock winding down in about 8 seconds. Gans is probably going to have to burn another timeout, and he does. So Hillcrest uses their 2nd timeout and a big 4th and 1 upcoming from Jacket Stadium.
I like the call there, but I would have liked to seen the big fellow, the running back, put his head down and get a first down there, Alex. He kind of looked like he danced a little out of bounds and didn't initiate some contact to move the chains for Hillcrest there.
Yeah, especially after the nice play design there by Weaver, kind of fooled the Lebanon defense, but nonetheless only 8 yards there and needed 9. We want to thank everybody for watching the Jacket Nation Sports Network on YouTube. Make sure that if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and give us a like on the video. It does wonders for the YouTube algorithm, so we appreciate you guys at home following along. I want to thank Austin Shoemaker for running the camera as always, and Garrett Brown, our scoreboard producer. So as Hillcrest comes out here on a 4th and 1 with 5:17 remaining in the first quarter.
Nice use of the word algorithm, Alex. Way to work that in.
Thank you.
Got two backs in the pistol here with twins to the left.
Weaver tries the hard count and sends.
Oh my. Jax Glendenning read the play and lit it up.
I think that was Jordan Tyndall on the carry, and Jax Glendenning met him, said, "Hey, I'll meet you in this hole. We'll see who goes further." And Tyndall went backwards. So nice play there by Glendenning, the junior all-conference, all-district linebacker. And now I'm sure Brian Summer will reward him and give him some touches with the football as Lebanon takes back over after a bad punt gave Hillcrest good field position, but Lebanon back on offense from the 18-yard line, and we'll see what Gavin Smith and the offense can do this drive as he calls Allen in motion, and now it's a toss to Abe Allen on the right side. Nice block there by Drew Bowling and Cannon Roark downfield as Allen breaks a couple tackles and finds his way to about the Lebanon 47-yard line. So a Farm Bureau first down there for the Yellow Jackets, and Mike, nice job there by Cannon Roark and Drew Bowling on the outside to secure some extra yards for Abe Allen.
Yeah, I'm going to give him 28 yards on that, Alex. What a run. Explosive. I love Abe's. Got that next level gear when he hits that outside. And read the block, cut it back inside for the first down.
1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Now Bowling in motion. He gets the toss left, and Allen repays the favor with a nice block as Bowling slips one tackle, trucks a Hillcrest defender, and gets across midfield to about the Hillcrest 38-yard line. So two nice runs there from the new faces in the backfield, the slot backs, Abe Allen and Drew Bowling, as Lebanon gets back-to-back Farm Bureau first downs.
Yeah, Allen's got 3 rushes for 62 yards. That's not a bad start. Drew Bowling there picked up about 15, it looks like.
1st and 10 from the Hillcrest 38. Ball resting on the left hash mark, and now it's a handoff up the middle to Glendenning, and he gets about 3 or 4 there. Nice tackle there by Chris Brandenburg for Hillcrest. Ball rests on the Hillcrest 35-yard line now, and Lebanon will face a 2nd down and 7. With just under 4 minutes remaining, Mike, it seems like it's been a long first quarter with not a lot of offense, and the clock hasn't been running as much as we'd like.
Yeah, definitely with them throwing the ball a bit, we're not really used to that. It looks like Glendenning gets the carry here.
Nice burst of speed up the middle by Glendenning. Broke a tackle and goes into the end zone for a Lebanon touchdown from 35 yards away. Jax Glendenning gets his 5th touchdown of the 2023 season. Glendenning we said that Brian Summer would get Jax the ball there after that nice tackle on 4th down, and of course Brian Summer lets his fullback eat, as the kids would say, and Jax Glendenning goes into the end zone for 6 points. 13-0 Lebanon, and the kick by Rhodes is up, and it goes straight through the middle of the uprights over the band's section. And Lebanon leads 14-0 now with 3:38 left in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports on YouTube.
With locations in Bennett Spring, Springfield, Republic, Bolivar, and now Nixa, SnowBiz is the perfect sweet treat to beat the summer heat. SnowBiz offers authentic Hawaiian-style shave ice with 50-plus true-to-life, unbeatable flavors. While most stands are seasonal, they now offer a year-round location at their SnowBiz Plus shop inside 14 Mill Market in Nixa, Missouri, as they proudly serve their classic shave ice treats and Ice Cream Factory's delicious ice cream and so much more. Swing on by to check them out soon. Go Jackets!
Rhodes set to kick off here as in the 40-yard line. And Gage Cisco and Jamarian Roll will be the returners for Hillcrest as Roll catches it and hits off his chest at about the 12, picks it up, gets some extra yards there, tries to cut it back across the field, and a nice tackle there from Hendricks to make sure that he doesn't get any extra yards. So Mason Hendricks, a name that we've called quite a bit the last few weeks, Mike.
Yeah, and had he not gotten that, Alex, he was tempted to score it out there and get outside back to us, and could have gone for quite a ways. So great job by the young man there, grabbing the jersey.
1st and 10 now for the Hornets as they will mark that ball on the right hash at about the 19-yard line. Camden leading Kickapoo 7-0 early from Bob Shore Stadium. Nice job there by our scoreboard producer Garrett Brown to get us that information. So 7-0 Lakers over the Kickapoo Chiefs in the first quarter. Weaver fakes the handoff to Tyndall, and now he rolls to his left and tries to throw it downfield and overthrows his intended target Gage Cisco there. So Weaver had room to his left side, but overthrew Cisco. Nice coverage there by Kenan Roark and Hoyt Honey on that.
You know, we talked about the size of their offensive line, but Alex, their quarterback, 6'1", 207. He's not a small cat either.
No, he looks the part too. Looks like a solid frame back there, manning the backfield for the Hornets. As 2nd and 10 now for Hillcrest. As Lebanon has Kenan Roark, Hoyt Honey, Drew Bowling, and Abe Allen in the secondary. Now the handoff to Weaver, or the snap to Weaver.
Ball.
He hands it off to Tyndall, and it's picked up by the Yellow Jackets. As that is Drew Bowling gets into the end zone. Nice job there by Drew Bowling to pick that ball up and kind of bowling balled his way into the end zone.
Did you say bowling ball his way into the end zone?
Bowling ball his way into the end zone.
I mean, Drew was right place, right time, ball, perfect bounce, scooped it up, little elusive move as he 12-pound bowling balls right into the end zone. We should say 14-pound because that's his number. But great job, young man. Drew gets a touchdown.
Nice job there by the Lebanon defense as the ball was on the ground, and we've been waiting there, Mike, for the 50-50 balls to go Lebanon's way. One finally finds the hands of Drew Bowling, and he marches his way into the end zone, and Lebanon leads 20-0 with 3:11 in the first quarter. Now the extra point by Rhodes is up through the middle of the uprights and good. So Lebanon gets a touchdown on the turnover from Hillcrest and leads 21-0 with 3:11 left in the first quarter. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports Network on YouTube.
At Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, we are committed to our neighbors. Your local dollars are invested in our local communities. With local lenders and local decisions, because at Heritage Bank, we are neighbors serving neighbors.
Back here in Lebanon as the Yellow Jackets lead 21-0 over the Hillcrest Hornets, and a scoop and score from senior Drew Bowling gets Lebanon their third score of the game, and Rhett Rhodes will be set to kick off to the Hornets deep man Gage Cisco and Jamarian Roel. Cisco is the guy on the right side now and catches the kickoff, goes up the field, has a couple of blocks and gets across the 40-yard line and tackled there by Rudy Zavalos. Nice play there from the special teams, Rudy Zavalos, and saved the touchdown there. And Rhett Rhodes had a chance to get him too, but Zavalos did a nice job of making sure that he didn't get more yards than he needed to.
You know, Alex, it was 37 seconds ago. We were talking about Jack's running for a touchdown, and next thing you know, it's 21-0, and Hillcrest is looking at what was a couple minutes ago a 7-0 game, and now it's 21-0, and they've not moved the ball a whole lot, and they got some work to do. So we first down from the 47-yard line.
Hornets didn't win a game in 2022. Keenan Gans looking to change the fortune of that as Weaver throws it over to number 19 Logan Hansen, and a big hit there by the Lebanon defense. I believe that was Bowling again on the big hit there. So Drew Bowling having himself a first quarter here. Of course, college football season getting underway these last couple of days, and the Missouri State Bears in Lawrence, Kansas to face the Jayhawks tied at 7-7, so not a bad debut so far for Ryan Beard and the Bears. As the Hornets get set, Mike, we called this the Battle of the Insects the other night, and so far the Yellow Jackets have dominated this game as Tyndall gets to the left side, and nice block there. Looks like they're going to call an illegal blindside block on
give a late
Hansen.
flag there. And, you know, he kept running to the sideline rather than running upfield. He probably could have picked up a little bit more, but it's all for naught as we have 2 flags on the play.
I think they're both going to be on the same call as Hansen caught Hoyt Honey on that blindside block.
And they're talking to Coach Christian, so it's going to be on the offense. So it's an illegal block on the offense.
Hornets will back it up, and the ball will be spotted at the Hillcrest 39-yard line. So Hornets will have to get to the Lebanon 46-yard line for a first down.
And just so you know, Alex, had the young man had his hands out leading on the block, it would have been a legal block. But because his hands were not, he led with his shoulders. It is an illegal block. That's new to the state this year. Watching those highlight videos this week, catching up on these calls.
Appreciate Gene Sterator clarifying that one for us as Ethan Weaver catches the snap and rolls to his right. Nice pressure there by Gunnar Williams as Weaver makes the cardinal sin of trying to throw across his body to the middle of the field, and he's lucky that one wasn't picked off as the ball falls short of his target there. 3rd down and 18 for the Hornets from their own 41-yard line on the left hash, and I expect we'll see some sort of screen pass here to just try to get some yards and make this punt a shorter punt.
They do come out with a pistol with one back behind him and a couple of twins on either side.
Lebanon drops back and only rushes 3 as Nick Allen comes off the left side. Nice job there by Nick Allen and Griffin Jones to force pressure, and Weaver threw it into the ground almost. Nick Allen a little upset with himself that he wasn't able to finish off that sack, but nonetheless, we'll see another Hillcrest punt, and Lebanon will have a chance to make this a 28-0 game when they get the ball back. Last week we saw Gavin Smith as the punt returner, but this week it's been Cannon Roark back there. I'm sure after that first return by Smith, a little scary fall, I'm sure that will be the last time we see him as the punt returner as the Hornets send it away.
You got some laundry on the field, Alex. We bumped into the kicker. We're getting close on our 3rd punt, but
the aggressiveness there from Lebanon. It looks like they're going to call running into the punter, so only just a 5-yard penalty compared to roughing the punter would have been 15 yards.
But it still wouldn't have been a first down with the 15 yards. They changed that rule a few years back. Rather than an automatic first down, it's you take the yards.
And now Smith and the offense will come onto the field, but I don't think the ref has.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They've not set the ball yet. He's still got his flag going on back there, and looks like we may see another punt here. I think that Hillcrest is thinking they could do a little bit better than putting the ball on the 43-yard line like it was.
So now 4th and 13 after the 5-yard penalty, running into the punter on Lebanon. Lebanon's been aggressive on the punt tonight, and they're trying to get a block. Just a little too much contact there from the Yellow Jackets defense.
Yeah, it was a late contact. Obviously if you don't hit any ball, you can't touch.
Looks like they might have shaken up the punter, Austin Miller, as he comes back onto the field with a little bit of a limp. So we'll see how much that last hit that he took affects his boot.
Kind of kicking that left foot out, Alex.
And Miller just gets it away. Gunnar Williams almost blocked it again as Roark takes the punt and goes down up the left sideline and sheds a tackler and gets across the 45-yard line before he's swung out of bounds at the 47. So nice job there from Roark, not just to call a fair catch, got some extra yards there. Lebanon will set up shop from their own 46-yard line.
Gunnar definitely had the kicker a little bit scared coming in, the big fella coming in, number 44. I think we keep this up, Alex. We may get ourselves a little punt block tonight.
Yeah, and Allen and Gunnar Williams and Nick Allen and Mason Hendricks walk off the field upset at themselves. They want to get a sack or a block tonight. You can tell that they're itching for it. So we'll see how that goes in the rest of this game as Abe Allen comes in motion and Smith, first time we've called his number tonight, will take it up the right sideline. But more laundry on the field, and I think that one will be,
it's like a holding call on Lebanon. So we'll walk back 10 yards, and that call, Alex, it was a straight quarterback keep. It was not an option. Quarterback off to the right, and Jax was not with him. He was no fake there, no motion. It was just a little quarterback option there, and holding on the interior line, it looks like, and we will have the ball at the 34-yard line, first down. And about 22, it looks like.
Smith hands it off to Glendenning. Oh, sorry, they fooled me. Fake handoff to Glendenning and a pitch over to Allen on the right side. Abe Allen gets about 12 yards there and sets up a more manageable second down for Lebanon. Nice job there from Smith on the read. I thought he gave it to Glendenning and Jax got met in the middle quick, but Smith kept it, pitched it out to Allen on the right side, and he got a little bit of yardage there. Haven't seen a whole lot of Jax Glendenning or Gavin Smith tonight for the Yellow Jackets. Last week it was kind of those two run after run, but this week it's been more so of Bowling and Allen. As now a pitch to the left side, and that's Drew Bowling, but he drops the ball, and I don't know if
he might have got that back. We'll see what happens here. The guy rolled over, and I'd say it's going to be Hillcrest ball, but he kind of rolled over.
Drew dropped the pitch, and they're going to wind the clock, so Lebanon's been fortunate to jump on that ball, as it looks like Bowling just wasn't able to hang on to that, and luckily he was able to get on top of the fumble before Hillcrest was able to get the possession.
It's like Drew didn't get it put away. It was a nice pitch, but Drew just couldn't get the ball put away. He had some room to run over there as we come to the end of the first quarter, Alex.
End of the first quarter, Lebanon leading Hillcrest 21-0. And we'll hear from some of our sponsors and be back for the second quarter. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports Network on YouTube.
Losing a loved one is painful, but at Shadle's Colonial Chapel, we make the hard times a little easier to bear. With affordable funeral and cremation services, we offer 2 spacious chapels, a full-service banquet area for families to gather, plus the latest technology for honoring your loved one. Our website has everything you need, from pre-arrangements to flowers, even a place to reminisce. Let us help you remember your loved one. Shadle's Colonial Funeral Chapel, the area's most often selected funeral service.
Owned, it's leased, and rent is due every day.
The harder you work, the harder it is to lose.
Success, nothing less.
Win the day.
Shine bright on senior night.
Bring the heat.
Team is everything.
Leave it all on the field.
Let's roll.
Missouri Cooperage proudly supports the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
Back for the second quarter from Jacket Stadium as Lebanon scored 21 points in the first quarter and will face a 3rd and 14 here as Smith called for the snap, but then laundry flew on the field, and I think the Yellow Jackets might have jumped a little bit early. Sorry, no neutral zone infraction on the Hornets, so a free 5 yards for Lebanon as the Hornets cornerback was lined up over the line of scrimmage, and the ref blew the play dead as Gavin snapped the ball. So free 5 yards. We were going to see a pass there, Mike, but now we might get one of those counter or toss plays that you love so much. Back to the original line of scrimmage at the Lebanon 46-yard line.
Decent crowd here tonight, Alex, as the sun's finally behind the trees and temperatures are falling off a little bit. Not sure why we are taking some time getting this rolling. We did talk about the lengthy coin toss and how we may see some lengthy administration concerns tonight.
I think they had to reset the game clock back to 12 minutes. They ran a second or two off, and obviously a dead snap, no time runs off the clock.
Makes some sense. So take some time to get communicated up here.
Now Lebanon faces a 3rd and 10. Abe Allen, the man in motion on the right side, and the Hornets jumped off sides again. Gavin Smith with that hard count got the Hillcrest defensive line to jump, and another free 5 yards for Lebanon.
A little more manageable 3rd and 5 rather than 3rd and 10. You know, this offense, you do your job right and you can pick up 3 easy yards. So 5, not an out of reach target for these Yellow Jacket flex bone.
Lebanon high school quarterback coach Zach Miller told me that they call that play rock, the hard count. So it'll be interesting to see if Lebanon tries to use that anymore tonight, as now the 3rd and 5 handoff to Jax Glendenning up the middle, and he moves his way forward for a Farm Bureau first down. So Jax running with a full head of steam, able to get through. Nice job blocking there by the offensive line, and moves the chains for a first down.
Thank you to Scott McCowan and Farm Bureau for being our first down sponsor this year. And Lebanon's got 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line.
Missouri Farm Bureau, part of the Jacket Nation team, along with our primary sponsors, Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, Jonesy's Travel Center, Missouri Cooperage, Mercy Hospital, Lebanon, and Shadles Colonial Chapel. So appreciate those businesses for hopping on board and being part of this stream. As now Smith hands it off to Glendenning, and he moves his way forward past the 40-yard line for about a gain of 6 there. So we've seen a little bit more dosage of Jax Glendenning here. We were kind of wondering what was going on, but he clips the 50-yard rushing mark there with just about 11 minutes to play here in this first half. Smith drops back to pass and has Hoyt Honey deep down the field, and Honey wasn't able to corral that one in there. Nice coverage there by the Hillcrest defensive back, Ethan Weaver. So not only just the quarterback can play some defensive back as well, and made a nice play there and affected Honey's vision on that pass.
You know, that was the first pass. There's a penalty on that one. Definitely great pass. It was right there. Give the young guy a chance to catch it, and Hoyt will wish he could. The young man probably wish he could get that one back because it was right there.
Now on 3rd and 4, Allen, the man in motion, as the toss to his right side as he gets a nice block there from Bowling on the right side. And I think he extended that ball forward past the first down markers. We'll see where the ref spots him though before we signal any sort of first down. Looks like they marked him just short there, so the ref's not giving Allen that spot. And Lebanon will undoubtedly go for this 4th and about 1, maybe 4th and inches. We'll see what Brian Summer dials up.
I think we'll get a rock before we get the ball snapped, Alex.
Might get a rock here. I bet they just give it to Glendenning if I had to guess though. And 4th and 1 is a handoff to Glendenning up the middle for another Farm Bureau first down. So I guess I'm sort of like a magician, maybe Tony Romo up here in the booth calling that 4th and inches play, but I think everyone in the stadium knew who was getting the ball there. And it looks like the refs might have Might have thrown a flag there. Nice job by our scoreboard producer, Garrett Brown, to recognize that one quickly and let us know. So might get some extra yardage added to the end of this play as a personal foul is called against the Hornets on a face mask penalty. So an extra 15 yards there, and Hillcrest making a costly penalty.
Looks like the coach is wanting a little bit of an explanation, but to no avail, moving the chains. As Jax comes back in. Do have the play clock here. See if the Jackets takes a little bit of time off, or see if we'll go ahead and snap the ball a little bit earlier than normal. 33 seconds left in the play clock.
Smith rolls to his left side and finds slot back Abe Allen down the field, and so nice pass there on a flag actually in the backfield, as the Lebanon offense can't seem to run a pass play without a flag being thrown on the field.
And if you did notice there, it looks like Gavin got his foot stepped on by one of the interior linemen. You notice Gavin kind of took him a minute to get things going there.
I think that was Trey White that stepped on Smith's foot. So Smith going back to the sideline with a little bit of a limp to get the play call from Brian Summer, and penalty against Lebanon, so backs him up about 10 yards, and we'll have 1st and 20 from the Hillcrest 25-yard line with about 10.5 minutes remaining in this first half.
Those offside plays where the ball's way up the side of the field, and those penalties are really ones that those offensive coordinators don't like.
And now Bowling gets the pitch on the left side. A nice tackle there by the Hillcrest defender. I believe that was Aiden Myers who tripped up Bowling and tackled him for about a loss of 1 or 2. So Hillcrest not going away easy here, Mike, in the second quarter.
Not.
After giving up 21 points, it'd be easy to kind of roll over and try to go into the locker room. But Hillcrest, Keenan Gans has these guys playing hard.
And we knew they talked about their 3 linebackers were definitely talked about in the offseason. And they're doing a pretty decent job.
Smith takes the 2nd and 21 snap, throws back the pass, and has a man down the field. And I believe Abe Allen, nice catch there from Abe Allen, or that was Cannon Roark. Sorry, the defender draped all over him. I believe that was James Choate on the coverage there, but Roark, nice play there, and the over-the-shoulder catch gives Lebanon did he get enough for the first down?
It looked like about a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, so a 1st and goal situation and a Farm Bureau first down, but you know, that's the type of stuff that Cannon Roark can do. He can make those types of plays, and he's athletic enough to beat anybody in the conference. Nice ball there from Smith as well, so 1st and goal situation here for the Yellow Jackets.
I think that's his 2nd official pass, but he's thrown 4 balls, Alex.
Yeah, has. Bowling comes off the left side, but a handoff up to Glendening up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Nice job there by the Hillcrest defense to stand strong. Second down and goal we just eclipsed the under 9-minute mark here in the first half. Another score update from our score producer Garrett Brown. Camdenton up 14-0 now on Kickapoo, so the Lakers rolling at home so far, Mike. 2nd and goal. Smith goes under center for Lebanon. Takes the snap and moves down that right sideline. And did he get into the end zone? He did there. And so Smith gets into the end zone, and nice job there from the senior quarterback I think there might be some laundry on the field, but we'll see if there was some extracurricular activity that the refs called or what the call will be.
Looks like the offense is coming off the field, Alex. So I might stand corrected. Lebanon's got 4 guys on the field now. Looks like Coach Christian is getting an explanation.
Unsportsmanlike penalty called against the Yellow Jackets, so the touchdown will stand, but Lebanon will be forced to move the ball back 15 yards, but a Gavin Smith rushing touchdown makes the score Lebanon 27 and Hillcrest 0 as Rhett Rhodes gets ready to attempt the extra point with 8:30 left here in the first half. Looks like Hillcrest actually will take the yards on the extra point, so we'll back it up. They get ready to attempt the extra point. Other games around the area tonight included Glendale West Plains, the Zizzers taking a week 1 loss to the Bolivar Liberators. Glendale defeating this Hillcrest Hornets team a week ago. Rolla at Bolivar and Parkview at Waynesville, the other Ozark Conference games, and we'll get those scores as time moves along here in the broadcast.
We do have a little discussion going on with the white hat and I believe that's a side judge over there, Alex.
I think they're clarifying whether or not they want to take it on the extra point or on the kickoff. So nonetheless, we've played about an hour of game time here, and we've played about a quarter and a half. So the game not moving at a very fast pace so far.
It's like they're 15-yarding it and probably taking it on the kickoff, which makes a little bit more sense.
I would like to see Rhett drilled it at extra point.
Give the young man some opportunities to get some reps in. Get better today.
Now Rhodes will get set for the extra point. Crabtree doing the snapping, Bowling holding as always, and the snap a little bit low there.
Fire.
Bowling gets the snap, and nice play there by Bowling, and he might be able to get to the side of the end zone. Nice play there, though, by Hillcrest Aiden Myers to stuff Bowling from getting in there on the end zone on that broken extra point attempt, and Lebanon will hold at 27 points with 8:30 left. Lebanon leading Hillcrest. We'll be right back after this.
It's a beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute.
Not to mention, there's apparently a nasty virus sweeping through the locker room.
Yeah, but these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Every day, Mercy's team is ready to take care of yours, bringing you the care you need now. Find out all the ways to access Mercy at mercynow.net.
Jonesy's Travel Center is located at 2031 West Elm Street in Lebanon. Be sure to be on the lookout for the upcoming Jacket ID promotion that allows student drivers and Lebanon R3 school faculty members to receive a handful of discounts. Jonesy's wishes the Yellow Jackets good luck this year. Pillar Insurance is your locally owned, independent insurance agency, providing business, personal, and farm insurance to the Lebanon community. Call Jason Russell or Gary McClure at 417-532-6050 for your insurance needs. Pillar wishes Lebanon football good luck this season.
Rhodes takes his steps back and will be ready to about kick this one off from the 25-yard line as Lebanon had to take 15 yards on the penalty, and Rhodes squibs it up the middle, and as number 15 Gage Cisco will take the return, and nice coverage there by Lebanon. Avery Starnes and Cameron Rose there on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. So not when it's all said and done, when you're kicking from the 20-yard line and you can hold them to getting to their own 30, not a bad job there by the Lebanon kickoff return team. Not a kickoff team.
Not a bad job at all, Alex. You go back to that extra point, and you heard me yell fire, 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 and that's what Lebanon yells when there's a bad snap, and tells all the guys that are eligible to catch the ball via pass, they release. But unfortunately, Bowling got pressure from his right side, and he had to go left. And it's just not always easy for a right-handed dude to run left and pass the ball, and he didn't have any receivers out there. So Drew did a good job getting what he could, being a yard short. 1st and 10 for Hillcrest.
And off up the middle to Jordan Tyndall as he tried to go on the left sideline there and got brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Nice play there by, I believe that was Nick Allen, and tell who the other person on that tackle was. Mason Hendricks on the stop there for Lebanon. So that Lebanon defensive line so far, Mike, has been a force these first few weeks.
Yeah, they're in the backfield so much, they'd be paying some taxes back there.
It was only a matter of time until you dropped to
I had to do it.
A Mike-ism.
Well, you did the bowling,
Yeah.
so it's 1-to-1.
Now second and about 11 for Ethan Weaver. Takes the snap and fakes the handoff to Tyndall, throws it out left to, I believe that was number 21, Jay Carazales on the reception, the junior wide receiver. He got about 3 or 4 yards there on the screen pass. Little pop pass to Carazales, and Lebanon read that one right away.
I love to see the sophomore Weston McKinney read that and get right in there, hold them to, looks like they picked up about 3, so it'll be 3rd and 3. Good job, young man.
Third and 8 for the Hornets.
Give him 2, not 3. It's a dangerous possession here for Hillcrest with the clock at 7 minutes. You do not want to get the Yellow Jackets the opportunity to do a drive as the play clock's down to 5.
Weaver in the pistol formation takes his steps back and
oh my goodness,
throws it straight to Nick Allen. And we were talking about Nick Allen wanting to make a play all game, and he takes it to the house. So Weaver tried the screen pass, and Allen read it all the way, and Lebanon with their second defensive touchdown of the game. And Lebanon will take a 33-0 lead. I assume we'll see the offense out there to try a 2-point conversion, but we'll see what Lebanon decides to do here. But nonetheless, a great play there by Nick Allen. And Mike, we've called his name the last few weeks, and obviously a guy who's went through a lot of adversity in the offseason makes a key play there for the Lebanon defense.
Yeah, looks like a 30-yard pick six. Anytime you're as productive as, and we talked about it on the pregame show and when we got on air, and this Lebanon defense is looking good, picking up 14 points, and I'm liking the aggressiveness on the defense.
Lebanon will line up for the 2-point conversion as Smith pitches out to Bowling on the left side. Nice block there by Allen, and Drew Bowling sneaks his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion to get the score back to 35-0. With 6:49 left, Lebanon leads 35-0. Mike, we talked about how Nick Allen and Gunnar Williams and Mason Hendricks were coming off the field. They looked motivated. They looked mad that they weren't able to get any sacks. They tried a couple of rush punts to get a block and were unsuccessful. But Allen makes up for it there on the 30-yard pick six, and Lebanon cruising so far in the first half.
You know, when you get pressure applied to the quarterback, those kind of things happen, and you know, you have these interior linemen on the defense that are getting runs on the quarterback. It puts a little fear in him. And next thing you know, the young man, it impacts his confidence. And, you know, I was talking just a minute ago that 7 minutes you don't want to give the ball back to the Yellow Jackets, and they did just that.
Yeah. As Rhodes will get set for kickoff here, and Lebanon will look to keep dominating so far in this first half. The Hornets kind of came out the second quarter stronger than the Yellow Jackets, but so far these last few minutes, Lebanon has been in full control of this game this quarter. So interesting to see how this first half ends out as Rhodes kicks off from the 40-yard line.
I got an offside, so we had one of our inside guys cross the line before the ball was kicked, so we'll move back 5 and do it again.
Lou Christian yelling at his players to figure it out. With 6:49 left here in the first half. Mike, we were just talking here a little bit about that Mizzou game last night about the South Dakota head coach wearing a suit and tie on the sidelines in that heat last night. I'm sure that can't be much fun to do, but kind of a odd wardrobe, so to say.
I'd assume it was by choice and not that somebody forgot to pack his game gear. Usually those coaches wear suits and ties on the bus to the field, and then they change into their khakis and their polos as the ball bounces off his face mask at the 10-yard line, and the Yellow Jackets definitely piling on. I think there's about 9 guys there on that tackle.
Yeah, McKinney, Zavalos, Hendricks, Evan Nichols, and Cameron Rose there on the stop for Lebanon. So that kickoff coverage team tonight for Lebanon has has been busy, and they did a nice job there to limit any yardage from the Hornets.
And it looks like we got maybe another water break, Alex.
Yeah, I think we'll take a water break, and we'll take a little commercial break here. Lebanon leading 35-0 with 6:42 left in the first half. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports on YouTube.
This is Steve with Night Auction Service. When things change in life, you have a choice: adapt or get passed by. For Night Auction, that change was going to online auctions. Bid from the convenience of your chair. Marketing is no longer to a couple of counties. It's now nationwide. Crowds are up threefold, equaling better results. Whether buying or selling, check out nightauctionservice.com.
Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, we are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. We continually strive to exceed expectations by ensuring that each client receives the very best service. Call today at 417-532-6239 and go Jackets!
Back here at Jacket Stadium, Hillcrest will take back over on downs, 1st and 10 from about the 19-yard line. Weaver in the pistol with offset running backs to his left as they pitch over to Tyndall on the left side and gets absolutely nowhere as he's met in the backfield by, I believe that was Braden Christian or Cannon Roark on the tackle.
That was
Roark?
The first option they run out of that pistol, and the Hillcrest quarterback got popped pretty good. In fact, he was looking for a little penalty, but to no avail as the Yellow Jacket defense continues to swarm, and they lose 2 yards.
Now Hillcrest will have to make up yardage as they face a 2nd and 13. Kickapoo Chiefs getting a score and cutting the deficit to 14-7 as they are at Bob Shore Stadium tonight to take on the Lakers. And now Weaver scrambles to his right side, and nice plays there by the Lebanon defense as I believe that was Griffin Jones who kind of forced Weaver to step out of bounds quick there.
I like that little scramble with the big fella, and actually puts his pads down and picks up about 8, it looks like. So it'll be 3rd and, call it 6, Alex?
Yeah, number 22, Braden Christian, into the game for Lebanon as a inside linebacker. And Avery Starnes lined up as a outside linebacker. So some new guys on the Lebanon defense. Avery Starnes, a junior linebacker so far, has started the first 2 weeks and has been pretty impressive so far. And of course, Braden Christian, just a sophomore, in the middle of the Lebanon defense as Weaver drops back on 3rd down and over.
Oh man, we got some more laundry. Looks like it'd be a defensive pass interference.
And I believe that was Aiden Myers, the intended target there. So we'll see what the penalty is and what will happen. But Mike, we talked about Farm Bureau being our first down sponsor, Scott McCowan, but Jacket Nation Sports is also looking for a touchdown sponsor as well for this fall football season. So if you're interested in that, make sure you contact me at alex@jacketnationsports.com. And of course, want to thank our primary sponsors, Missouri Cooperage, Mercy Hospital Lebanon, Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, Jonesy's Travel Center, and Shadles Colonial Chapel for being our primary sponsors for the 2023 season.
Yeah, that touchdown sponsors missed 10 opportunities, Alex, on week 2 with 10 touchdowns in the first 2 games for the Yellow Jackets.
No doubt about it. You definitely be getting a lot of promotion here as Lebanon winning 56-0 last week and up 35-0 here in the second quarter as Weaver fakes the handoff, and it's another screen pass to Myers on the right side, but this time it's a little better sniffed out there as Abe Allen goes and makes a tackle after about a gain of 4.
Spectacular play there on Abe, the cornerback on this side. He shucked his block and held him to a 5-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 5 with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the half.
They list Dave Allen at 5'8", 160, but I mean, might be a little shorter than that, but not afraid to stick his nose into anything like.
No, he was not on the radar for me coming into the summer, and I absolutely love the success he's had in this season early on. Playing both ways is a big task for the young man, and he's stepping up to it.
Weaver's second down throw goes into the ground. Cochran, the intended receiver there, the 5'7" junior wide receiver. Now third down awaits Hillcrest.
Now we're south of 5 minutes left in the half. The play clock's at 10. May see a delay handoff here to keep that clock running, and I'm not sure they're gonna get it off.
As they pass over the middle, tipped up in the air by Avery Starnes. So Weaver's third down pass falls to the ground, and Hillcrest will be forced to send out the punt team again.
We're not biased at all, but that should have been a delay game there, Alex. I mean, no bias going on here in this press box.
Well, nonetheless, Hillcrest will have to punt the ball away, and Lebanon going with a little safe coverage here. They're looking to maybe watching the fake here from the Hornets, and nobody back to return this punt. The punt there by Austin Miller is down at about the 20-yard line, so Lebanon will get the ball back with about 4:40 left in the first half, leading 35-0. We'll see what the Lebanon offense can do after a dominant performance so far.
Looks like they got the ball on the 20-yard line, so 80 yards to go.
Number 74, Colin Alford, checking into the game, the sophomore offensive lineman, playing the left guard spot for Lebanon. We'll have to see what's going on there, but Alford into the game for the Yellow Jackets at offensive line. Drops back to pass now, scrambles to his right, and will take off running and a little pump fake and get some extra yards there as the Hornets shove him out of bounds after about a gain of 4. So Gavin Smith dropped back to pass but didn't have anybody open, and he tucked it and ran, Mike. So nice job there by Smith to use a little bit of his athleticism to get outside the pocket and go.
And then obviously had a chance to stop the clock there, which is a smart move by the quarterback, the veteran quarterback, with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the half.
Now a handoff to Glendening up, or is that
Glendening
up the middle?
He's still going, Alex.
And he breaks about 3 or 4 tackles and takes a Hornet with him down to the ground to the 48, 49-yard line.
Looks like about 23 yards. That'll help the stats out, keep the clock rolling once they get the chains set.
Whenever Jax hits that second level, it's hard to bring him down, Mike. He does a good job of using his strength to carry defenders along with him for the ride.
Puts Jax at 90, 8 carries and 90 yards. Plenty of time for the Jackets to do what they do and get another touchdown to end the half.
Smith.
That counter.
With a counter.
It's my favorite
reverse.
play. I love this play.
Drew Bowling, and Bowling has a seam down the middle. He might go to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets, as Drew Bowling goes untouched, 48 yards into the end zone. And you said Lebanon has a chance to use some clock, but Drew Bowling has other plans as he gets into the end zone. And Lebanon will take a 41-0 lead as Rhett Rhodes comes on to attempt the extra point.
Oh, that was so pretty. So pretty with Drew, that counter. A little bit of a delay.
Nice blocking there up front by the Lebanon offensive line as Rhodes' extra point goes down the middle, and Lebanon takes a 42-0 lead.
I have a feeling that Drew might be putting his name in the hat for the Missouri Cooperage Player of the Week, Alex.
We might be talking to Drew next week after the scoop and score and a couple touchdowns.
Thursday night. interview with the guys. Drew's got almost 70 yards on 5 carries. And good makeup. That, you know, he had that drop in the backfield. That makes up for it.
Yeah,
makes up for that.
He's
drop.
getting some love there from Drew McBride and Luke Winfrey on the sidelines.
A couple of former Yellow Jackets that, you know, Drew.
Connor Hicks giving him some love too. So 3 former Yellow Jackets on the coaching staff, and that's something that Will Christian does a good job of, retaining former players to come back and coach for him. They know the system, and these guys embrace the program that they came through.
And I love Luke's involvement, doing some character stuff with the team, you know, helping out and being around, supporting these guys.
And Mike, we haven't talked about it yet, but Lebanon leads the all-time series between these two teams. Tongue twister there, 10-4, and Lebanon has won the last 8 games against Hillcrest, defeating the Hornets 63-22 last season, as the Hornet kick returner there gets tackled by, looks like number 6 Evan Ogle was the first one there to meet him, along with Sam Henson. So coverage has been spectacular tonight, and Hillcrest will take over from about the 16-yard line.
You know, I do have a little sympathy for the toe of Rhett Rhodes. He's been a busy dude and been efficient tonight.
Might have the coolest job in all of sports, though. Just kicking off and kicking field goals, and he's come back, and now he's just cracking jokes on the sideline.
Yeah. Definitely fun for these young men.
And Weaver and the Hillcrest offense will come back out, as the last possession ended with the Hillcrest punt, but Drew Bowling a 48-yard touchdown to extend the Lebanon lead to 42-0, first and 10. As Weaver drops back, but calls a quarterback draw to the left side and gets a little blocking and gets the outside and brought down. I think that was Braden Christian, number 22, on the tackle there for Lebanon.
I like that quarterback. He gets going. He's a, you know, again, what, 6'1", 207, I think he's listed at, Alex. He's a tough one to bring down. They need to open this up a little bit. Give the young man some opportunities. You know, Alex, we're down to 3 minutes and a half, and we will highlight the Lebanon band here at halftime, so stay tuned for that.
Also, can't forget to mention that Will Cuffey will be going into the Lebanon Football Hall of Fame, the 2010 wide receiver for the Yellow Jackets, a big key to their success that season. I believe
another flag on the play here, Alex.
Another flag, so we'll take some time to talk about Cuffey and his accolades at Lebanon. He broke the single season record for Lebanon with over 1,100 yards receiving in 2010, broke the single game record with, I believe it was about 196 yards receiving, and you know, that success helped lead Lebanon to its first ever Ozark Conference Championship, and of course the aforementioned 10-0 season. His quarterback, Cole Matlock, being inducted into the Hall of Fame last week, so now it's the battery being inducted, the quarterback and wide receiver. Nice little, had some good games of pitch and catch between those two.
Oh, those are some fun days. I remember some of those screens and, you know, slants and screens. They would get Will across the middle, and like a lightning bolt, he was gone.
Lebanon winning the district championship that year and ranked as high as number 3 in Class 5. And of course, after his high school career, went on to play football at Missouri Southern State University in Joplin, playing 3 seasons for the Lions, and then obtaining a business degree after graduation. So always good to see Will Cuffey back in Lebanon, and obviously great to see these guys being inducted into the Lebanon Hall of Fame after great careers. As Weaver fakes the handoff on second down and tries to throw to his right, and Griffin Jones batted that ball down. I'm sure he wished he had that one back, but nonetheless a good pass deflection there from Jones to bring up a third down for the Hornets.
All right, Alex, you're coach Will Christian. There's 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. It's third down. Do you call a timeout here?
Not off an incompletion. If the clock is running here, I would just let the clock run and trust that your offense can move down the field and get to keep all 3 timeouts. I don't think it's worth burning one here.
I guess we'll see. Play clock down to 5.
Weaver takes the third down snap, drops back in the pocket, tries to throw over the middle and off the hands of sophomore Braden Christian. And his dad, Will Christian, on the sidelines probably wishes he could have seen his son come down with that interception, but nonetheless, it all goes down the same in the stat book. Just a pass deflection.
And we save our timeout.
Yeah, there you go. So all 3 timeouts Lebanon will have as they send McKinney back to return the punt, and he awaits at about the 50-yard line. If you're watching this stream right now, we appreciate the support, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like the video. Appreciate all the support that we've been getting on the stream the past couple of weeks, and excited to bring Lebanon a way to watch their favorite Yellow Jacket sports from the confines of their homes. 2:33 left in the second quarter. The ball will be spotted at the Hillcrest 43-yard line. We'll take a quick break and return right after this.
Do you like comic books, toys, video games, and collectibles? Massey's Comics has what you need. The locally owned comic shop has a wide variety of new and vintage collectibles, with new books coming out every Wednesday. Massey's Comics is located at 727 South Jefferson Avenue in the Keene Cash Savers Shopping Center. For more information,
first down there, and Gavin Smith dropped back to pass, but was grabbed by the face mask, so free 15 yards coming for Lebanon. He was brought down in the backfield, but the penalty will move the chains for a Farm Bureau first down.
And you do have an injured Hornet on the far sideline, Alex, so the players will take their knee out of respect as the trainers come and check up on the young man, laying on his back.
And we'll cut back to a commercial break as the trainers come out on the field to check out the injured Hillcrest player. Lebanon winning 42-0 in the second quarter. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports on YouTube.
With locations in Bennett Spring, Springfield, Republic, Bolivar, and now Nixa, SnowBiz is the perfect sweet treat to beat the summer heat. SnowBiz offers authentic Hawaiian-style shave ice with 50-plus true-to-life, unbeatable flavors. While most stands are seasonal, they now offer a year-round location at their SnowBiz Plus shop inside 14 Mill Market in Nixa, Missouri, as they proudly serve their classic shave ice treats and Ice Cream Factory's delicious ice cream and so much more. Swing on by to check them out soon. Go Jackets!
I'm Kim Light with Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. Our Jackets are winners on and off the field. They play with integrity, strive to serve, are true team players, and intentionally seek excellence. Our banking team also embodies these leadership characteristics. When it comes to banking, choose the winning team. Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, and go Jackets. We're all behind you 100%. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back in action here at Jacket Stadium as our scoreboard producer Garrett Brown has provided us with some more scores. Waynesville leading Parkview 14-0 in the second quarter. And don't look now, Mike, but Camden was up 14-0 in the first quarter, but Kickapoo scored 28 unanswered points to take a 28-14 lead as Smith falls down there but pitches it off to Bowling. Nice little elusiveness there from Bowling to make it something out of nothing. And Mike, you don't see that very often, but Gavin Smith was falling to the ground, and I'm sure Brian Summer was not pleased that Smith threw it, but still he was able to get the ball to Bowling, and Bowling made a lot happen there and gained us a Farm Bureau first down.
Thank you, Scott McGowan from Farm Bureau.
We're still looking for a Lebanon High School football touchdown sponsor, so if you're interested in that, contact us at alex@jacketnationsports.com as Lebanon sets up shop, first and goal. Smith looking back to the Lebanon sidelines and will take the snap and rush up the middle. Did he get in there? Tried to extend the ball over the goal line, and it looks like
going to be short.
The ref will mark him just short.
Now the linemen are wanting a touchdown as always.
Yeah, I just saw number 73, Dathan Durbin, pile drive his defender into the end zone, but Lebanon will take the running clock there and try to score it again on second down.
We can. This touchdown will be in honor of pancakes. Those offensive linemen getting some pancakes. Probably a little bit of a Gavin duck and dive here for Gavin as we bring the splits in a little bit closer.
Smith on second and goal hands it off to Glendenning up the middle, and that time they'll leave no doubt as Glendenning gets into the end zone, and Lebanon scores again, up 48-0 with 1:07 left in the second quarter, as it's been all Yellow Jackets from the very start tonight. Rhodes' extra point is up and good. Lebanon leads 49-0 with 1:07 left in the first half. We'll be right back after this. Yellow Jackets lead as Rhett Rhodes gets set to kick off. So far, Mike, we've seen a Lebanon team that's come out of the gates again fired up and played some good football so far.
They have played some good football, but obviously some mental miscues and some mistakes. Excellent kick by Rhett Rhodes as he does a touchback, but we have had some miscues on offense, and what's exciting is opportunities to improve and get better. And next week, as we'll see, travel to Springfield, South Springfield, and take on Kickapoo. We'll have a week of practice before that happens. Be a fun night. Always love going there. Fun football environment.
Nate Thomas, a well-respected head coach around the Ozark Conference, and as we mentioned earlier, Kickapoo trailed Camden 14-0 tonight, but 28 unanswered points has given the Chiefs a 28-14 lead at halftime at Bob Shore Stadium. So we'll make sure to keep you guys updated on that as we move further along in our program. After the touchback, it's 1st and 10 for the Hornets from the 20-yard line. Weaver still in at quarterback for the Hornets, and it's a handoff to number 8. I believe that's Tyndall on the carry, and brought down immediately in the backfield by Mason Hendricks.
Probably a chance here. We get a couple running plays to go to halftime. As productive as the Lebanon offense has been.
Don't forget, at halftime we'll have the halftime performance from the LHS Marching Band, and we'll also show you the halftime ceremony for Lebanon legend Will Cuffey, who's getting inducted into the Lebanon Football Hall of Fame. So excited to see that go down in about 30 seconds. Weaver takes the snap and calls his own number on the right side. It goes nowhere as a gang of Yellow Jackets team up there for the tackle, and that should take us to the end of the first half as the clock winds down just under 10 seconds.
It's better to say who didn't get involved in that tackle. You got.
Yeah, there's about 9 of them. And that's the end of the first half. Lebanon will go into the locker room happy campers tonight as they lead Springfield Hillcrest 49-0. We'll have the halftime performance from the LHS Marching Band, and then the Hall of Fame induction for wide receiver Will Cuffey, and then me and Mike will bring you back for the third quarter and talk a little bit about the first half. You've been listening to Jacket Nation Sports Network on YouTube.
Good evening, Yellow Jacket fans. For your halftime entertainment tonight, we are proud to present the 160-member Marching Yellow Jacket Band. The band is under the direction of Aaron Stewart, Ben Todd, Laura Mudge, Tony Lucas, and Heidi Benny. Our color guard instructors are Tori West Staples and Maddie Dexter. Our show this year is entitled Through the Wicked Wood, and tonight we will be performing the entirety of Part 1. We hope you will join us as the band takes a journey through a beautiful birch tree forest, only to find out that there are forces at work that may never let them leave. Featuring music from Franz Schubert, Samuel Barber, Ludwig van Beethoven, and Billie Eilish, this show is sure to keep you on your toes. Will the band escape the Wicked Wood? Only time will tell. Drum majors Sadie Rink, Abby Tapp, and Kara Dameron. Is the band ready? Lebanon Band, you may take the field.
Wander not into the wicked wood, where silence reigns. Charming buds to every hand.
Fans, give it up again for the Marching Yellow Jacket Band. Fans, at this time, please turn your attention back to the field at the 50-yard line for a performance from the LHS Dream Team. Lebanon football is so honored tonight to induct one of the best of all time into the Lebanon Football Hall of Fame. Will Puffy played for the Yellow Jackets in 2010 and started as a receiver. Will was a key to Lebanon football having one of its best seasons in school history. In 2010, Will broke the LHS single-season record with 1,123 receiving yards and the LHS single-game receiving Lebanon State University in Joplin, where he played 3 seasons, then graduated with a business degree. Will now works and lives in Joplin, Missouri. Joining Will on the field tonight is his wife, Breon, his kids, Jordan, Winter, and Rain, his mother, Tawanda, and his sister, Shanae. The Yellow Jacket Nation, please join us in welcoming home one of the best wide receivers in school history and the newest member of the Lebanon Football Hall of Fame, number 1, Will Petrie. Congratulations, Will, and welcome back to the Yellow Jacket Nation. Fans, let's hear it one more time for the newest member of the Lebanon Football Hall of Fame, Will Petrie.
At Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, we are committed to our neighbors. Your local dollars are invested in our local communities. With local lenders and local decisions, because at Heritage Bank, we are neighbors serving neighbors.
Losing a loved one is painful, but at Shadle's Colonial Chapel, we make the hard times a little easier to bear. With affordable funeral and cremation services, we offer 2 spacious chapels, a full-service banquet area for families to gather, plus the latest technology for honoring your loved one. Our website has everything you need, from pre-arrangements to flowers, even a place to reminisce. Let us help you remember your loved one. Shadle's Colonial Funeral Chapel, the area's most often selected funeral service.
Jonesy's Travel Center is located at 2031 West Elm Street in Lebanon. Be sure to be on the lookout for the upcoming Jacket ID promotion that allows student drivers and Lebanon R3 school faculty members to receive a handful of discounts. Jonesy's wishes the Yellow Jackets good luck this year.
It is to lose. Success, nothing less.
Win the day.
Shine bright on senior night.
Bring the heat.
Team is everything.
Leave it all on the field.
Let's roll.
Missouri Cooperage proudly supports the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
Hey, my name is Roger. I'm the middle school pastor over here at FBC Lebanon. Are you looking for an environment for your middle schooler or high schooler that is both engaging and fun? At Team FBC students, we offer an experience for 6th through 12th grade that is sure to be the highlight of their week. With 2 separate environments for both middle school and high school, students are able to receive a Jesus-centered message that is specifically catered to where they are at in life. So again, we are Team FBC. We're located at 311 North Madison in Lebanon. We're the church with the castle. Our services begin every single Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and include music from our student-led band, fun games and activities, and a gospel message. We can't wait to see you this week at Wednesday night at Team FBC Students.
Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, we are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. We continually strive to exceed expectations by ensuring that each client receives the very best service. Call today at 417-532-6239 and go Jackets! Do you like comic books, toys, video games, and collectibles? Massey's Comics has what you need. The locally owned comic shop has a wide variety of new and vintage collectibles, with new books coming out every Wednesday. Massey's Comics is located at 727 South Jefferson Avenue in the King Cash Savers Shopping Center. For more information, check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Massey's Comics.
It's a beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute.
Not to mention, there's apparently a nasty virus sweeping through the locker room.
Yeah, but these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Every day, Mercy's team is ready to take care of yours, bringing you the care you need now. Find out all the ways to access Mercy at mercynow.net.
Back here for the second half of Ozark Conference football, as it was all Lebanon in the first half, 49-0 over the Hillcrest Hornets. I'm Alex Boyer. Alongside me in the booth is Mike Flanders. Mike, another week, another strong start for Lebanon.
Yeah, they definitely took care of business from the scoring perspective, but we had some costly penalties that further on in the year, we'll tighten those things up. Coach Christian will get those things on film and work on some discipline as we start off the second half here. So got some subs back there.
Yeah, Eric Nichols back to return for the Yellow Jackets to start the second half. So nice return there from the sophomore, 5'7", 150-pound running back and linebacker.
You know, Alex, is kind of fun at halftime. Hopped on social media, just checked some things out, and we have Yellow Jacket fans watching from the lake. The Cromers are at the lake. I saw Coach Shockley had the Quad Box 4 games going on, and kind of exciting that you know, we have this opportunity to showcase the games here on streaming where people can continue their busy lives. And so thanks, Alex, for helping make this happen.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And thanks to our sponsors, really are the ones that made it happen. Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, Shadles Colonial Chapel, Missouri Cooperage, Jonesy's Travel Center, and of course, I forgot the last sponsor there. Missouri Cooperage. So, thanks to all those sponsors that chipped in and helped out. Truly do appreciate it. This is what it's all about, Mike. Getting to let Lebanon fans watch from their confine of their own homes. Obviously, we want them to be at the stadium, but sometimes it's just not able to happen. As Weston McKinney enters the game as the backup quarterback for the Yellow Jackets.
Get some good reps in. Kind of a delayed whistle there, but Weston's already over at the sideline waiting to get the play. And we do have some younger guys in. We got Weston in it at quarterback.
Quentin Hendricks comes into the game as a wide receiver for the Yellow Jackets and will send Bodie O'Neill out of the game. And of course, don't forget one of our primary sponsors, Jonesy's Travel Center. If you're hungry and want to watch the Lebanon High School football game, you can go over to Jonesy's Travel Center. They're playing the games on the big screens over there, so appreciate that. And appreciate all the support that their community's giving us.
I do think they're open late till 10. I want to say they're open till 10. I don't know why I think that.
And of course, Braden Christian gets the third down carry there and gains his way for a Farm Bureau first down. So nice job there from Christian to keep the pile moving, and we'll have the turbo clock come in the second half, so it'll be a quick half.
Again, the Yellow Jacket offense, unofficially, it looked like about 240 yards they had in the first half. Obviously, some penalty yards there, so that may not be quite exactly accurate. But as Weston McKinney keeps the ball and continues to run off the left side, looks like he's picked up about 4 yards, and it will be third down from about the 44-yard line as we're heading north, true north.
Number 25, I believe that's J.C. Wells, one of the captains for tonight's game, checks in and sends Quentin Hendricks out of the game. Getting ready for a second down and 6 with just under 9 minutes to play here at Jacket Stadium. McKinney drops back and the ball's on the ground, and Hillcrest picks it up and they're going the other way with it, to the 10 to the 5. Nice effort there by McKinney to grab him before he scores, but Hillcrest gets a takeaway, and now they'll have an opportunity to put some points on the board as the Lebanon defense trots out onto the field for the first time this half.
It looks like Weston didn't quite have the snap even the second he got it, as he was kind of headed to the left. And he did a great job of not quitting on the play and going to give the defense a little bit of a test here.
McKinney coming off holding his hand or wrist, it looks like, and he'll probably get that checked out. Might be seeing Brody Shoemaker enter this game tonight at some point if Weston McKinney can't continue.
Looks like his left hand down with the trainers as the defense comes out.
First and goal from the 5-yard line for the Hornets, and it's a handoff up the middle to Tyndall, and he gets to the outside but goes nowhere as he's brought down by the Lebanon defense.
So it looks like about a second and a little over 4 yards, we'll call it, as the Yellow Jacket defense is digging in a little bit. Again, you got those big fellas up front for Hillcrest, and they're a little bit hungry to put some points on the board. Obviously, the Yellow Jacket defense looking for a shutout, but they've got some work to do here. Probably 4-down territory for the Hornets as it's second and goal from the 4.
Yellow Jackets in pursuit of that 4th straight district championship game, but a lot of work left to be done as Weaver gets into the end zone for the Hornets on a quarterback keeper. So Ethan Weaver gets the Hornets on the board, and good effort there from the junior quarterback as he makes the score 49-6. And now Hillcrest will line up for the extra point with 7:11 left in the third quarter. Austin Miller will do the kicking for the Hornets.
Conversion is good.
And with 7:11 left in the third quarter, Lebanon leading Hillcrest 49-7. We'll take our first commercial break of the second half and be back right after this.
This is Steve with Night Auction Service. When things change in life, you have a choice: adapt or get passed by. For Night Auction, that change was going to online auctions. Bid from the convenience of your chair. Marketing is no longer to a couple of counties. It's now nationwide. Crowds are up threefold, equaling better results. Whether buying or selling, check out nightauctionservice.com.
With locations in Bennett Spring, Springfield, Republic, Bolivar, and now Nixa, SnowBiz is the perfect sweet treat to beat the summer heat. SnowBiz offers authentic Hawaiian-style shave ice with 50-plus true-to-life, unbeatable flavors. While most stands are seasonal, they now offer a year-round location at their SnowBiz Plus shop inside 14 Mill Market in Nixa, Missouri, as they proudly serve their classic shave ice treats and Ice Cream Factory's delicious ice cream and so much more. Swing on by to check them out soon. Go Jackets!
Austin Miller will kick off for the Hornets after the scoring drive the scoring touchdown from Ethan Weaver. Kickoff deep, and the ball is returnable there by Braden Christian as he makes a juke move and gets across the 20-yard line to about the 25-yard line. Second string offense will come in for the Yellow Jackets, and on the offensive line will be Colin Alford, Cameron Myers, Eli Jackson. Who else is out there for them? Kason Woods, I think, is the other offensive lineman for the Yellow Jackets. We said McKinney was dealing with an injury, and now they'll call on the third-string quarterback, Brody Shoemaker, as he comes into the game with just under 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. His cousin Austin Shoemaker, obviously our camera producer up in the studio, so appreciate the work that him and Garrett Brown have done tonight, and Yellow Jackets will...
A timeout or something going on here.
Oh, a timeout. So, Mike, another week of football for the Yellow Jackets and another week where we'll get to see some young players.
Yeah, exciting to see the sophomore quarterback, Shoemaker?
Yeah.
Now don't zoom in extra close because it's family, all right? Got to keep the wide angle there. Yeah, I love seeing these young guys. You know, Braden Christian will get some more touches here. And, curious to see what's going on with Weston. It looked like it was his left hand.
Eli Jackson, actually, the other offensive lineman into the game for the Yellow Jackets, with Braden Christian in the backfield and two slot backs. As Shoemaker takes the handoff, and he'll give it to Christian, who pounds his way up the middle across the 30 to about the 31 after a gain of 6. Some scores from around the area in the Ozark Conference. Kickapoo up 35-21 on Camdenton at Bob Shore Stadium. So, Mike, a big conference game there, and of course we'll see the Chiefs next Friday night, and might be looking at a battle of two 2-0 teams.
Yeah, for sure. You know, started off 14, Camden went up 14-0, and something clicked with the Chiefs as they rallied up 14 points here in the second half.
And West Plains leading Glendale at home 21-3. We talked about that bus ride can be a little treacherous, and so far Glendale only able to scrounge up 3 points on offense, and Waynesville up 14-0 on Parkview, and those are the scores we have right now. No official score for Rolla versus Bolivar, so we'll try to get that for you guys as we progress here in the second half. Shoemaker under center for the Yellow Jackets. He pitches it off to the left side to Evan Ogle, and he'll move up the field, and looks like he might have crossed the chains there for a first down, but I believe
got a little laundry.
Was there a flag that came in from the back?
It looked like it was late. Not sure. Potentially a face mask or a hold on the Yellow Jackets. So we'll dig ourselves back to
about third and 14. So penalties, a killer so far for Lebanon, and turnovers, a killer so far for Lebanon in the second half. Mike, we haven't mentioned yet that the first state rankings came out on Monday of this week, and Lebanon number 9 in Class 5 with 22 votes in the first state ranking. Cardinal Ritter leading the way with 90 first place votes in Class 5. And some familiar faces at the 4, 5, 6 spot as Webb City comes in at number 4, Jefferson City Helias at number 5, and Republic, a potential future district opponent, at number 6.
And Republic did play Thursday night, correct, Alex? They won Thursday night
against Ozark.
And it was what,
41-14.
So not sure what their Thursday night game was, but a little bit of Thursday night action going on as Lebanon comes in for 3rd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
The Lakers receiving votes in Class 5 last week, but a loss will probably put that out of question as the pitch over to the right side. I think that was Zavalis who caught that and was immediately met in the backfield as he was tackled by a Hillcrest defender, and now Lebanon will be forced to punt. And I believe McKinney is hurt, so they're going to send Rhett Rhodes out to punt this football away.
I have to compliment I think it was the cornerback there. Great play, kind of shucking the block and keeping the block even and getting the tackle as we see Rhett Rhodes into punt, which we don't normally see. So we'll see what the young man has when he drops the ball and kicks it.
Number 19, Logan Hansen, back to return for the Hornets. Nice spiral punt there from...
Oh, the ball is live.
Sophomore punter, and Hansen muffed it, and looks like Henson tried to get on it, but Hansen recovered it for the Hornets, and Hillcrest retains possession at the 45-yard line.
Rhett, pretty decent job on his first punt.
Yeah, nice spiral punt there, and forced a muff punt as Nick Allen comes off the sideline limping and will take his helmet off and need to get looked at by a trainer.
And this is the thing with the score a little bit like this. Sometimes, Alex, you want to protect the guys, obviously want to protect the guys, but as we've got a Yellow Jacket running off, looks like an equipment issue.
It was number 30, Eric Nichols, who ran off, and he'll be replaced by Quentin Hendricks at inside linebacker. So Hornets still looking to score in this game. 49-7 with 2.5 minutes left in the third as the pitch to the Tyndall on the right side and scoots his way forward for about 5.
A little non-conventional pitch there as the quarterback couldn't handle it, flipped